So the Ukraine war is finally falling apart. We told you from day one it was a proxy war. We told you it was a money laundering front for the Democrats or the Democrats. We told you it was a front for a weapons testing battleground to test things out, see how far they could go, see how strong they are, see how fast they could be destroyed. We told you that Putin wasn't the problem of this war. The problem with this war was Zelensky. And back on Mike in the Nights, before this even kicked off, we were even showing you videos of him in some TV series where some reality kind of TV weird series that they did out in the Ukraine about him being president or being a presidential leader of what it's like to be a presidential leader of a country. We told you guys this was all smoke and mirrors, right? And now it's starting to fall apart. Everyone is starting to take notice that, hey, maybe we got played on this. Watch when people start realizing how they got played by Hamas and the whole Israel thing, like we've been warning you guys about how Hamas got played. So what's next on the agenda? Well, the whole money laundering and fentanyl Chinese money laundering thing is now surfacing, and I'm getting bombarded with messages from people from all over the place. Oh, Mike, you were right about this 10, 15 years ago. They even sent me a video of mine. Like I remember this. You were talking about the whole empty streets of Vancouver, how fentanyl is destroying your community. And this was in 2012 already, right? So you seeing how this is now, that's starting to surface, right? That's becoming a thing. But doesn't matter now that it's becoming a thing because the damage is already done. When we made something 10 years ago or 15 years ago and we were warning people about it, people should have taken a little bit notice and saying, why does this guy keep talking about this over and over on social media? What do? They take down my videos for medical misinformation, or they take down my videos for violations, right? Violations. So they're taking it down for violations, right? So that's a major, major, major problem. We know something. We're trying to get it out. We're trying to warn people about it, but we get silenced. What's next on the agenda? Vacant home crisis. Oh, yeah, that's going to be in the next couple of months. We're going to start to see a surfacing of vacant home crisis. I believe there's about 2.4 to 3.4 million vacant homes, whether it's townhomes, condos, apartments, detached homes, farms. So I think in Canada alone, there's 1.8 million, which we already reported back in 2017 for you guys, 1.8 million homes, so to about, let's say 3 to 3.5 million vacant homes across Canada, or vacant units across Canada, causing artificial shortages. Last time we reported for you guys in 2015 in the US, there was 14.5 million vacant properties in the United States. I believe it's higher. It's about 28 to 30 million vacant homes. Paris, France, Germany, Australia, New Zealand all have this vacant home crisis. Why? Chinese money laundering. With capital flows from China, which we reported on back in 2015, where China had to put a lid on their capital flows because of the money that was escaping the country and people trying to park it in Western societies. And a lot of countries like Canada allowed, bring your laundered money in, go ahead and park it in our properties. Go ahead. You leave it all empty. Don't worry about it. But as a Canadian trying to buy a property in Canada, they check you for money laundering. They check you for everything. And if you own a company, they do a background check and they audit you too. Why are you buying a house in Canada for? You're Canadian. You're not supposed to buy a house in Canada. It's for Chinese people, right? You see that building, that commercial building, that bank they're building there, that bank? That's for Chinese employees. You could build the bank. You could clean the bank, but you can't work in the bank because Canadians don't want to work in banks, right? That's where we're at now. Vacant properties. I think the next thing that's going to surface is a vacant property crisis in Australia, New Zealand, UK, and Canada and blue states of America and parts of Europe are going to start to see a vacant home crisis in the next couple of months. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.